Hello there, my name is Keisha. I'm an RN to BSN student at William Penn, and I'm submitting this video as part of my Quaker Values final project. I chose one of the values, one of the spice values. I chose community as my project. And how I decided to serve my community was by donating blood. I am an RN, like I said before. I decided to continue my career, further it by getting my BSN. And one of the things that I find very important to our community is to help and volunteer and give what you can. Unfortunately, while being a mother and being a full-time student, it doesn't give me as much time to do things for my community as I'd like. Some people are able to teach Sunday school. Some people are able to give their time at food shelters, things of that nature. One thing that I'm terribly passionate about is helping people, and community seemed like the natural choice. Simplicity is wonderful, but as a full-time student and a full-time mother and a full-time worker, my life is as simple as I can keep it. Peace is great where I can find it, but I didn't really know how I could help others by finding peace at the moment. Integrity is something that I think is important in every day, but also something very difficult to display in a community service project, and equality the same. So community is the obvious choice for me. I chose blood donation because I've given blood to so many people. I feel sometimes I almost have a debt to do it. There is slightly more than a third of the population of the United States that can donate blood. Either your past medical history, you may not be able to physically donate blood, you may not be tall enough, you may not be heavy enough, and thank goodness I'm both of those. You also have to have a certain amount of iron in your blood. Your body has to be able to make that blood, so you have to have a certain amount of reserve. Both of those I meet very well. And you also have to eat well, and I'm very good at eating, so it's something that I can do quite well is donate blood. Now, I think it's very important that we have all volunteer blood donors, and that sounds kind of strange. There are some blood products that people can donate for money, and that's plasma. That's the watery part of your blood. Plasma gets treated before it's administered. It can be washed, or I believe some type of detergent can be used to decrease the risk, because sometimes when you're offering people money to do something, they may not do something. They may confabulate, or they may even outright lie on some of the questions. So volunteering is very important to keep our blood supply at an adequate level. It's kind of neat to think that in the United States that all the blood that's given in the hospitals, in the emergency rooms, in surgery, all of that's donor blood. None of that blood is, here, I'm going to give you money for this, or nobody's compelled, nobody's forced to do that. That keeps people safer. That keeps people at a lower risk of contracting disease from blood donation. Of course, technology's advanced more and more to the point where blood donation's even safer than it used to be. It's tested for many diseases before it's given to people, so the risk is lowered there as well. You get a mini physical, they do your blood pressure, they check your temperature, they ask you if you're on any medicines that might interfere with your blood donation. How did it make me feel when I donated blood? The first time I donated blood, I was 16 years old, and I was scared of needles at the time. I had never really done anything like that before. I felt a little tired afterward and a little lightheaded, but when they said, hey, you could eat all the cookies and, pop you want afterwards to feel better, then I was kind of pushed forward it. And then the more I learned about the need for volunteer blood donation, the more it intrigued me. I encourage others that work at the hospital to donate blood. I encourage other people that can, but of course, we want to maintain a safe blood supply, so you want to make sure that you are eligible to donate. There are blood drives everywhere, especially this time of year around the holidays. Blood reserves tend to get a little bit lower than others. And that's it. Overall, it makes me feel good to be able to give something back to others. Thank you for your time.